Welcome everybody to another episode of EP's Top 5 Talk Show.
Baby.
This episode we got some great topics for you guys, along with my boy Alon. You got anything to say to the viewers before we get this thing started?
Let's get this thing popping, man. We got some great topics tonight, man. We got some great topics tonight.
Definitely.
Let's get it.
So Alon, looking at football, looking at this past Sunday, the Ravens looked great to me, Alon. They looked really good. And Lamar Jackson, in particular, really showed out. What do you think about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens' performance against the Chargers, who are supposed to be a pretty solid defensive team?
Yeah, see, the Chargers, they're solid. But I think really what the Ravens, what is really showing right now is how good Harbaugh is as a coach. They done lost their defense, some of their defensive players. They done lost their running backs. They had to go into free agency, pick up a running back. And their team was dismantled at the beginning of the year.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We're talking about they're not going to be doing this, not going to do that. They had that loss against the Raiders that we talked about. But what I saw improvement in Lamar Jackson.
Definitely.
I saw him improving in his pocket passing, which I was like, okay, he's actually staying in the pocket, actually looking to pass the ball.
Exactly.
Even though it might not look at the beginning of the year that it was solid, he was actually staying in there in the pocket, passing the ball. So I'm like, okay, he's feeling more comfortable with that because he always had the run game.
Oh yeah,
that was always there.
Oh my God, boy, was he putting some moves on them Chargers defensive boys.
I'm telling you, but it's crazy because we thought they were going to be terrible this year.
Yeah, exactly. They were really rough. They had a rough start. Everything looked very bad for them. The odds were not good. They were not talked about in the beginning
at all. But I'm telling you, that's Harbaugh being a good coach, being able to adjust, being able to
adapt.
Being able to put his players in the right positions. And Hollywood Brown has been showing up too.
Yeah,
he didn't play good last year. I didn't think he played well last year.
No.
Hollywood Brown done stepped up. It was a good addition to get Watkins. And I just think Lamar, man, he playing like an MVP right now.
Definitely.
Playing like MVP.
And going off what you said about Lamar going on MVP playing right now. He looks fantastic.
Looks crazy.
Looking at his arm. Looking at his arm right now.
Throwing the rock.
And I want to go back to what you said about pocket passing. You know what else I see improvements on?
Yeah.
I see improvements on his decision making in the pocket. Yeah. Now, yes, his pocket passing looks good from staying in the pocket, getting those blocks, making that read. But his decision making and his quick timing it looks superior.
It's getting better,
to what it has last year. Looking at him now, knowing Lamar Jackson, you think of a player that runs the ball a decent amount.
Like a Mike Vick
exactly,
type,
like a Mike Vick type. But looking at Lamar Jackson against those Chargers, it didn't even look like he had to run. He was passing the ball at a high clip. And the thing is, when he did run too, he made the running look easy as well.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you this, straight like this. If Lamar Jackson can continually pass the ball at a high clip as well as run the ball, Lamar Jackson is a quarterback that will have to be talked about.
Oh, it's over with.
And he's definitely in that MVP discussion.
Of course,
and you know what's crazy, Alon? You know what's crazy? At the beginning of the year, looking at the people who maybe potentially could be MVPs, Lamar Jackson was not in that conversation.
No.
And you know who is in the conversation now? Lamar Jackson, based on his play that has been these last couple games. Not to mention, their record is not bad.
5-1.
They're 5-1.
5-1.
They look good.
That's crazy.
They look really good.
I knew once I saw him play against the Raiders. Yes, they lost against the Raiders. They lost that game. And he fumbled the ball when it was crucial time.
Because I thought he was passing too much.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was passing too much, but I thought he was relying on passing a little too much because he was known as a running quarterback.
Yeah, but that's what I called it because I said he's actually standing in the pocket. He's actually passing the ball.
And if
that's
he can pass
difference.
the ball,
if he can pass the ball,
dangerous.
That's going to open up the run game for him.
That is
dangerous. Dangerous.
That's really
crazy.
dangerous.
So he just got to keep it going.
He was picking them apart like it was nothing.
I'm telling you, he just got to keep it going. Though he got to keep on staying to the scheme, keep on listening to Harbaugh. He's a great coach.
Definitely.
And I think they'll be straight. I don't know if they're Super Bowl contenders, but. That's tough. That's tough to put because there's a lot of good teams right now that's rolling. But I would definitely say this: Lamar Jackson might be my MVP.
Lamar Jackson
right
MVP.
Him or Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. We'll talk about Kyler Murray later. But going back to what you said about the coach and how he's a great coach,
Harbaugh,
I feel as though Harbaugh is definitely rubbing off Lamar Jackson being poised, as well as just being able to lock down the game and not let everything get you all over the place and get your mind at everything.
Because last year, there was a lot of times he get flustered really
fast in
the pocket. He'll just throw it away.
And it make him look bad as a QB.
Yeah, but now you can see the maturing. He's maturing a little bit.
I feel like he's connecting with his offensive line and his receivers more. So now, and I don't know, it looks like there's more trust out there. There's no need to rush. And the thing what's great about him too is he's no longer looking to run the ball first.
Yeah.
He's looking for those options to pass.
And
if they are not there, then he's taking
taking
off up the hole and
Exactly.
getting those couple blocks. And not to mention, he can put a move on you like one of the best running backs in the league can.
So
bing.
It's real quick.
Lamar Jackson does look really good, and I like how you brought up the coach, because I do definitely see his coach in him right now, especially leading the Ravens right now to 5-1.
Because a lot of teams, if they would have been in that same situation, coaches wouldn't have been able to adjust as well, and they just would have been losing games. You know,
exactly.
But Harbaugh was able to adjust. He's able to get it in, and now looking like they're doing the thing.
They're looking great. Now, of course, the Ravens are looking great right now, but another great team that Alon, who I knew was going to be pretty good coming into this year, but I didn't know they were going to look this good.
Yeah.
Now, Dak Prescott and them Cowboys, they played a pretty good game against the Patriots. Now, knowing the Patriots, they have Belichick and one of the greatest coaches.
Yeah, but they also picked up a lot of players in the offseason.
Yes.
That we're not talking about.
Yes.
They picked up a lot of defensive players. They picked up some offensive players. Of course, I wish they would have kept my boy Cam Ham, but they didn't do that. But Patriots not too bad. But what I thought and what was very surprising is the adversity that the Cowboys overcame, because Diggs got that interception, right? Took it to the crib. And then the next play after, Patriots threw a touchdown.
Exactly. And at that point, I thought it was
over too, because that adversity I thought they were going to fold. But for them to be able to come through, kick the field goal, go to OT, and then finish the game out, man, that shows something.
That's big. That's big. And then with the start of that, though, with the entire push through that, though, was Dak connecting on the offensive end. I'll tell you, he threw for over 440 yards, 445 to be specific.
Yeah.
And in that crunch time, right? Mm-hmm. Dak looked like a whole different player. He looked very well. He looked controlled. He looked controlled whenever in that situation. He was not worried at all. It looked like,
because right when they scored that touchdown, you see the clip. He gets his helmet, puts it on. Let's
go. There's no that looking at the replay.
No,
he's got business to do.
He's feeling good.
Business, like it's time to go get this done.
So
and that's very scary, I believe. And what's crazy too is like looking at him being able to connect to CD as well as Coop.
Yeah.
It looks almost unreal, I want to say, because it's like they are on a whole different page than many other QBs and wide receivers are in the league. And to see Dak come off like a big injury when he came off and come back up and still be able to throw 400 plus yards over multiple games, that is very impressive. Yeah. Especially going into this game, being the hype that who is America's real team, the Pats or the Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I believe that was a big statement game for Dak as well.
Ooh.
Going out there to let everyone know that the Cowboys are still America's team.
Yeah.
And I feel as though he showed that.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. He showed that. The only problem that I have is whenever it gets to playoff time.
Yeah.
They can do well. They do well all the time throughout the season, or they might win the division or whatever, but when that playoff time comes, and that's my thing against that.
I feel that way. I feel that way. And then, looking at all these teams that are playing so well, it's like, can they do in the playoffs? So like we'll get to this in a second, but like the Cardinals, they're undefeated, but Kyler Murray doesn't have any of that experience.
Yeah, I'm not.
But we'll get to that topic. Let's not leak that topic too much right now. We'll get to that topic next. But as we stated, the Cowboys did look good. Surprising win against the Pats. I did think the Pats had in the bag that game.
CD is looking amazing this year.
He looks great.
Looks good.
And people were getting on Diggs. They were thinking Diggs might have not been showing off his full capability in that Pats game until boom, turned it around.
Man, that man is a fool.
And he's a problem.
He's a problem.
Fool. And if you look at it, he's shutting down every main receiver they're going against.
And he's not playing.
Look at it.
He's not playing.
Look at it. And it's amazing.
But that's the difference, though, is that Dallas has never had a defensive corner like that before.
Yeah.
To step up and be able to guard these receivers. So usually they'll just get baked and it'll be a high-scoring game. Who can score the most?
Exactly.
But now their defense actually gets some stops. They're playing pretty well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, got some big boys up there in front.
Being Dallas, it's scary for Dallas because now you have multiple players with chips on their shoulders. You have Dak. It's a great QB. Mm-hmm. You have your two receivers that are going to give you great production each game.
You got big Zeke back there.
You got Zeke that is coming out of I don't know what, because he was looking terrible a couple games ago.
Running back Poland, he's
not running back either.
He's running the rock too.
You know, we talk about a lot of people talk about the Bucs and how they have the pieces. The Cowboys have the pieces too.
They got the pieces.
And they finally have someone that can be that defensive leader on their squad that can turn the momentum.
You know what else I like too on that defense? They have that rookie middle linebacker from
Penn
State.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Parsons, he's
exactly.
good too.
He's looking well also. So you know what I mean? They have multiple players with that chip on their shoulder that can play up to a high capability each game.
It's dangerous. They definitely have the pieces to do what this guy do, but when that playoff time comes, the playoff game's a little different.
They gotta be there. It's gonna be great to watch to see what the
Cowboys they're definitely gonna win their
division. And the Pats and I wouldn't what's the name either though. I wouldn't shake out the Pats, but let me tell you that rookie QB the Pats got.
You like him?
He showed his true colors in that game against the Cowboys because I feel as though he did not play to all the hype that he was getting. Because that against the Cowboys specifically.
Yeah.
Because many people were putting him up to that high pedestal. He's gonna be this, great, that. Now he's been playing great this year.
Yeah.
Don't get that wrong. But against the Cowboys, this past Sunday, he didn't play to that high level that everyone has been putting him at.
See, this is how
I feel as though the Cowboys defense had a big role on that.
This is how I see it.
They had to.
This is how I see it. I see that he's not going. Of course, he's not going to be as good this year. But for him to throw that pick to the house, come back and throw a touchdown, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine.
We'll see, man. Young QB.
Yeah,
but I mean, he does have a great coach with him, so that helps a lot. You see this story with the head coach's story with Tom Brady, how that turned out. So I'm not saying this guy's gonna be the next Tom Brady or anything, but he definitely does have that coach there that can help maybe guide him in the right direction and help him out.
So.
Not to mention that he came from being a very great QB in college. So
that's because he had all the receivers.
He did. He had Heisman receivers. Yeah, he had all the receivers. They were catching everything. But enough of the Cowboys. Enough of the Pats. They're both two great teams. Unfortunately, Cowboys didn't win that game, taking that dub against the Pats again. And the Pats are losing multiple games. But going into the next topic, Alon.
Yeah, let's talk about
Super Bowl predictions, playoff predictions. Who do you think will remain consistent in the NFL? You got top teams like you got the Ravens, you got the Cowboys, you got Green Bay, Bills, Chargers. You got multiple teams that are at the top
you got
up
a
there.
lot of people playing good right now.
Yeah, exactly. So who all are you going to say is going to keep this consistency and maybe go into the playoffs looking to win a Super Bowl?
I don't think the Cardinals going to keep it up. I think the Cardinals playing good. They're 6-0. They're solid.
They're 6-0.
But I don't think that. I think they'll keep it up throughout the regular season. But once they get to that playoff time, I think they'll fold. I like I love the Packers. I can't go against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers 5-1. He's connected with Adams, looking good right now. His connection with Adams is reminding me a little bit like Dak and
CD and Dak and Coop.
Yeah, but his connection with Adams is ridiculous, and Green Bay's not playing bad right now.
He kind of throws it a little effortlessly too, and it's like it's easy for him.
Like flick up,
boom,
money. Adams and Green Bay, I think they're going to do well. They're going to have a strong push. I have the Rams. Strong push.
Rams.
And they're a sleeper because they're second in their division behind the Cardinals. But I think they're going to have a big push because, you can't beat that defense, bro. That defense with Jalen Ramsey out there. Then on top of that, on that offensive side, they got some hitters over there. Stafford's not a bad QB.
Oh, my. No, he's
not a bad QB.
Not bad at all.
You know what I'm saying? They 5-1. They go under the radar.
Yeah.
Under the radar. I like them. I don't know. I like the Ravens, but I don't see them doing too much in the playoffs kind of category. I feel like right now they're a good coach, but once they have that pressure, they're going to need those pieces to win. Yeah. They're just going to need the pieces to win. And then lastly, bro, the Bucs is going. I think the Bucs will be there. With Tom Brady out. I just don't see him, the way that they're playing and the way that their defense is, even though the defense was looking a little shaky at the beginning of the year, the way that their defense is and how many offensive weapons they have, and Tom Brady's getting a whole nother year of just working with them. Exactly. They're going to be there too. So I got the Rams. Bucs is my two favorites right now going into
I like that.
Into the
That's fair.
playoffs and Super Bowl.
That's fair. And what I want to say about the Bucs is they're looking great while missing pieces. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they're missing a big tight end role and Gronk. And
still winning.
And they're still winning games. And they're still winning games.
Evans catching that thing, boy.
And Evans looks great right now, does he not?
Going great. AB looking good
and
too.
Then you got AB who overaccomplished all of this stuff, all of this hate that came to him, all of this stuff that said he was not going to be who he is now, and he is catching the most targets on the Bucs. So it's scary. And talk about other teams, like you also got the Bills, who I think look great.
I didn't think about the Bills.
The Bills are not bad at all. Ooh. Now what I want to say about the Bills,
I like Allen too. Allen is playing pretty well.
Allen looks good, man, and It's scary. And you know who else looks good at QB though? Even though the Chargers took that L.
Yeah,
Herbert looks great, doesn't he not? Herbert looks really good.
Yeah.
But back to the Bills. The Bills are kind of hitting on both cylinders. Their defense is not bad either.
Yeah,
the Bills playing on both ends, and
that was a big dub they got against Kansas City.
Exactly. And going back to Kansas City, I wanted to mention with Kansas City too is my hope for Kansas City went from up here at the top of the season to coming on down. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what's going on with Kansas City.
A lot of people say, they got Pat Mahomes. You don't really got to worry about Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes not playing to that pedestal.
Big.
He's not looking too great, and it's very scary almost to see him not to be playing up to that high level because you expect him to kind of carry the load. And Tyreek Hill, where is it at?
I don't know, man.
What are you doing?
It might be the end of the dynasty.
I don't see none of this.
It might be the end.
I don't see none of it.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the end of it yet, but they still got a little bit to go, and they can turn it around. But they're gonna have to win a lot of games.
They're 3-3, bro.
They have to win a lot of games.
They're 3-3.
They don't have to win a lot of games.
That's not looking good. That's not looking good now. Now, of course, I like the Cowboys. I like how they look right now. I think the Cowboys are giving a strong push right now. But we can never count out the Bucks. Of course, like you said, I like the Bucks as well. I think the Bucks can be there. And say Aaron Rodgers and Adams keep this up on this level of connection.
They are.
I think Aaron Rodgers and Adams can make a little run. But then, Alon, I can't just take out the Bills and how they look this year. Okay, and also the Rams as well. The Rams defense is very up to par. So looking at the defensive teams, Rams defense is up there. And like you said with the Cardinals being 6-0, I think Kyler Murray just doesn't have that experience whenever they get to that playoff position to be able to push his team through and win.
But my thing is going back to the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
They 3-3, right?
Mm-hmm.
They play the Giants. That's a W. Green Bay. That's an
L.
Raiders.
That's one to watch.
W. Cowboys.
That's an L.
W.
Nah, they're losing the Cowboys.
Bro, I think they only in these next couple games. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got them losing 2 games.
2 games in the next 10.
The next 10, and
they
go
8-2, and then so that'll make them what 11 and 5. Because they're 3-3 now, right?
11 and 5. They're gonna end up being 11 and 5. Damn, they 4th in the AFC West though.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
They gotta work. They gotta. I feel like they'll still make the playoffs. They're still gonna make the playoffs.
I think they can.
They will.
I don't know. We'll see how it all turns out. You got really good teams. Like even if Lamar Jackson can continually play like how he's playing, I would not push Lamar Jackson out of the equation. But looking at teams though,
then he can carry them to
teams have much better puzzle pieces built.
Yes.
Versus the Ravens. Their team is not too glued together, and they don't have as many cylinders as like people like the Cowboys, the Buccaneers.
Yeah, exactly. That's tough to beat.
The Bills.
That's tough to beat.
So
because they're gonna have to outscore.
But the thing is, you look at like the Chargers, who are a really good team, right?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson made that look pretty easy.
He did.
Against the Chargers, who have Herbert, who's looking really well. Then the Chargers defense is not bad either.
James is a monster.
Come on,
James is a monster down there.
And it's scary. It's really scary.
It's scary. You got a lot of teams, man. I really don't know who, because it's really going. These next 3 weeks is going to be key to see who keeps it up, because 3 L's can tarnish anybody.
Exactly.
3 L's.
So the thing is, let me ask you this right now, Lon. Let me ask you this right now in front of everyone watching this talk show right now. Who will be the most consistent out of those teams we just mentioned, being the Buccaneers, Cowboys, Green Bay, Bills, Chargers, and Ravens, as well as Rams? Those 7 teams, who's going to be the most consistent out of those 7?
I'll give you 3.
Okay, go ahead.
Green Bay
being the most consistent, being that they lose 1 to 2 games.
The rest of the season?
Yeah, the rest of the season.
They lose 3 games.
You think? Actually, saying Green Bay losing 3 games.
3 games.
Okay, and then being at your worst of these 3 you're about to mention.
Ooh, no, I'm not. I'm saying these 3 will be the most consistent. I'm not saying it in order or based upon, because I really don't know. But what I'll predict, Bucks will be good. Rams will be good. Green Bay will be good. The rest of them,
woo!
The rest of them will fold. Rest of them fold. And the Bills is my wild card. That's my wild card.
Yeah, I like the Bills. I like the
Bills. Is my wild card. They can. I don't know. I'll put more trust in the Bucks, the Packers, and I'll put more trust in the Rams than the Bills. Yep.
Yeah. I agree on that. Only thing is right now is I don't know. Dak and the Cowboys.
They look good. Looking good. But the thing is, they don't have to worry about.
They'll be consistent.
I think they'll be consistent, but they don't have to worry about the Eagles. They don't have to worry about the Giants.
Yeah.
Their conference is weak. So they're not going to play those heavy hitters throughout the regular season as much.
Yeah, that's true.
They might still play them here and there.
That's true.
But they're not going to play the main heavy hitters for the regular season, and that's not going to be good because once they get into that game, it's only one game now.
Yeah, that's fast.
And they're going to have to play. They got to show up. But the Rams and Green Bay and the Bucks, the Bucks might not have to play that many either, but Tom Brady's been in those situations.
The Bucks are nice. He has, but like if you look at the Bucks, and of course they're coming off this championship, and they might have been not firing all cylinders game one, but look who almost upset the Bucks in their debut in this NFL season.
Cowboys, you're right.
The Cowboys, and it was off of Dak going over 400 yards. Or almost 400 yards, as well as his two main wide receivers catching almost every catch. We go back to our episode 1. I think Cooper had 8 first downs, and then you look at Diggs. Diggs showed up the first game already and made that statement there against the Bucks.
I feel like the Bucks didn't play as well offensively.
I think the Bucks didn't play 100% either. I don't think they played that well. But the thing is,
the Cowboys should have won.
The Cowboys for me watching that game shook up the rest of the season, being that they have the potential to be a great team.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if they shake up the potential after
that, they can do that in the playoffs.
That first game, if that's the playoff game, they lost. Point blank period. They going home.
Yeah.
So I need to see them overcome that and win, bro. They came over adversity against the Patriots.
Yeah.
But I need to see that against somebody like the Chiefs, or I need to see somebody.
But when you look at sporting events, so like when you look at who won the who went when Gonzaga lost to Baylor, right?
Yes.
Baylor, you think about it. Gonzaga never lost a game, right?
Yes.
They didn't know how to lose. Mm-hmm. Baylor lost that game. So they knew how to win. But they knew how to beat Gonzaga. And I'm saying, and compare this with the Cowboys, they lost the Bucks. So what I'm saying is they have taken that loss and they know exactly what they may need to do. And say they get compared to Tom Brady, assuming they would get compared to Tom Brady and the Bucks, right? They would know what they may have to do in that Super Bowl game that would be against the GOAT being Tom Brady. In their offense, and what to do on the defense. Because Diggs is going to show up.
I get that. And that's cool and all. But their problem is that they going against the greatest QB of all time.
That is very true.
That's their problem. And so I don't care if you lost to the man, beat the man, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be hard to beat him.
It's going to be very hard to beat him.
It's going to be hard to beat him.
And he's still winning with a hurt finger.
He's still winning. He old too. He's still winning. So I'm not. And the thing is, just like Gonzaga, the reason why they might have not been as well off in the championship too is because who they played throughout the regular season. They don't play people throughout the regular season. That could be the same for the Cowboys. Even though they're playing teams, they're beating teams. I want to see them against them top tier teams, beat them top tier teams. Then I can talk about something. And then I got to see them actually win the playoffs, man. If I see them win the first playoff game, they gain some momentum. Okay, but you got to think, Tom Brady last year beat Drew Brees.
He did. Beat Drew Brees, made him retire.
Yeah, Drew Brees and beat Aaron Rodgers. And beat Pat Mahomes. Yeah. I'm not putting nothing against him. Bucks in there, regardless.
He made Pat Mahomes look like it was hell now.
That defense.
They made him. The Bucks made it look like it was hell out there, and I don't know. I do like the Bucks. I think the Bucks. Now I believe I already called it before. I think the Bucks are going back to back. I think the Bucks are winning.
Back to back. I don't know.
I think the Bucks are winning. I do. But the thing is, I can't disown the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys look very well.
They do look.
They are one of my favorites right now. But like you said, they do have to show it in the playoffs, which they usually do not show.
They got to show it.
And we'll see. We'll see. Dak's coming off the injury looking fantabulous. Their defense is looking great.
We'll see.
So, I don't know, man. You can't count them out at all. But enough of the football. Now, football is gonna be great. Playoff time is really when it's really gonna get into that grit, that time of talkingness. But switching gears, going to basketball, Alon. Basketball season is underway now under our belts. It's a great time to be alive at this moment, as one would say.
Yeah,
but let's talk about this, right? You got the Philadelphia 76ers, and you got Ben Simmons. They're on two different sides of the line right now, and they're supposed to be all one. They're butting heads. Now let's talk about this, right? This is what I first want to mention. We have many things we can talk about with Ben Simmons. Yeah. Before we get to the situation with him arguing with head coach or phone in pocket, before we even get with that, or being suspended from practice, let's get into the first thing that I believe really started it all at the beginning, or right when they lost in the playoffs.
Yes, let's talk about it.
And we can talk about how they lost the playoffs, and then even after the fact, whenever he was getting phone calls from big teammates such as Joel Embiid, he was not answering or returning them. What I want to ask you, Alon, is what was that starting point that told Ben Simmons, I do not want to be with this team anymore?
I'm telling you right now, man, Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid messed it up.
They did. I completely agree.
They messed it up.
I completely agree.
Because you can't, if you're on the same team, and that's the person that you're going to war with.
That's my point guard, too.
That's your point guard. That's the guy that you trust, and that's the guy you're putting all your trust in trying to win games. Yes, he didn't show up in the playoffs. Yes, he might have lost the playoffs for you. Blah, blah, blah. It could be a whole bunch of things. We can also say that Joel Embiid didn't play as good as he should have played.
Yeah, exactly. He's supposed to be on one of the MVP contenders.
Exactly. Ben Simmons might have played terrible. Yes, he did. But that doesn't mean you go to the media and you basically bash your point guard and say that it was his fault. In front of everyone. Because he didn't dunk the ball when he was under the rim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get that might be that's a conversation you have in-house, bro. That's a conversation you say, you're not doing your job, man. You got to work on this. You got to do this. You got to do this if we're ever going to win. Mm-hmm. And if you don't do that, then that's when you dish them out. You try to trade them and all that other stuff. But you don't go to media after the game. And Doc Rivers, too. You don't go to media after the game saying, I don't know, we might be looking for a new point guard.
Yeah.
If I'm Ben Simmons, bro, I don't want to play with them either. I don't want to hear from y'all. I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't want to do none of that because y'all are not supporting me.
Yep.
Y'all are putting me on blast, making me look terrible in the media. And I'm with this organization. Mm-hmm. Y'all drafted me. I'm playing for this organization. I'm putting my hard-earned, hard sweat, tears, and all this organization. And you telling me y'all gonna come out there and say this about me in front of media? So no, if I'm Ben Simmons, bro, I'm not practicing nothing. Trade me. I'll play against y'all whenever it's time to play.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you this might be the flip of Ben Simmons' career. No.
Oh yeah, right here. You think he'll turn him around? That's what I said.
He about to turn around. They about to trade him somewhere. He'll go to a bum. He gonna go to a bum team. Mm-hmm. He gonna have a monster year. Mm-hmm. He not gonna win nothing. They gonna get some pieces from the draft. In the next 3-4 years, he gonna be solid. He gonna be back in that All-Star game, balling.
All right, I want to jump ahead real quick and say something, and then we can get right back into the Ben Simmons topic, Alon. I know you mentioned in the episode before, Ben Simmons to the Warriors, be a great move. How are you liking that right now, being that the Warriors look great opening night?
I still think it would be a great move. Mm. I still think it would be a great move. I think that the Warriors had some pieces that weren't even playing that they could boot up out of there and get Ben Simmons in. Can you imagine, bro? They coming out there shooting that thing, and we got Ben Simmons driving to the rack, dunking stuff. Going right with Draymond Green, pick and roll, pop. Then you got Steph. You got Clay coming back. You got Poole knocking it down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
still got Wiseman, too.
Wiseman. You know what I'm saying? I would get rid of Wiggins, but
it's very scary.
But let's
not go too much in detail with Golden State Warriors. I just wanted to bring that back up, bring that back into light.
Philly's in trouble. Philly's in trouble right now. They not in a good space because they're trying to trade Ben Simmons, but the thing is, no team is going to trade their best player or even their second best player for Ben Simmons because he can't shoot.
Exactly. But and that brings me to exactly what I wanted to say about Ben Simmons. I completely agree whenever you stated that it was after that playoff game and the media discussion where they tore Ben Simmons pretty much. They tore his confidence away right there with that.
That's messed up.
And now the thing is that not only showed Ben Simmons who they are and how they feel about him, but that also put around to other teams around the league what this gave him a narrative of what this guy's about. Now looking at teams that they may be trying to trade Ben Simmons to, they're remembering what they said about Ben Simmons, and now they're like, well, why would I want to trade you? Say I'm the Trailblazers, right? Why would I want to trade you, Damian Lillard, my point guard, for Ben Simmons when you're saying you guys lost the playoffs because of him? Why would I take him now?
And now they're suffering, and now Ben Simmons is like, I'm not playing.
Yeah,
y'all just gonna suffer.
And Ben Simmons is said it's more than basketball at this point, and it's more than getting his paycheck. And I strongly believe that it's because, of course, that media day, but now his confidence is like, you can't just take away the man's confidence like that. Now it was from here. Like, looking at him a couple years ago, he was getting compared to LeBron James.
My thing is, I don't even think it took away his confidence. I think it grew his confidence, and I think it grew his determination.
What I'm saying is, I think it took away his confidence with the 76ers organization.
Yes,
that is gone now.
Yeah, that's gone.
He's not feeling them at all.
Yeah, he's not feeling them at all.
And it's terrible because now looking at other teams around the league that are also looking to trade or whatever, and of course Philly is now wanting to maybe get rid of Ben Simmons and make a big move off of him.
It's gonna be hard to get.
Nobody's taking him.
Nobody's taking him. If Philly gets rid of him, and the thing is, they gotta pay him.
They're gonna have to regardless.
But the thing is if they get rid of him, they're not getting any valuable pieces.
They're going to have to trade Ben Simmons for somebody that's less than his value.
Yes.
And the thing is, many would say that he doesn't have value right now, but come on, you can always get value out of a 6'10" point guard that can finish the ball.
I'm taking Ben Simmons. Well, I might trade Russell Westbrook for Ben Simmons.
Well, we'll get into the Russell Westbrook topic later, but yes, definitely. If I was Ben Simmons, I would be in the same boat as him right now because his teammates and his trusted teammate and trusted coach that he's supposed to be putting all his trust in, then told everybody around the league that your team that you're going to take him to cannot trust him in the playoffs.
And he can't be the point guard that they have to win.
And that's terrible.
Literally, the question was, do you think Ben Simmons will be the point guard or your point guard for next year? You talking about? I don't know.
Yeah. We may have to look for a new point guard.
What?
If I'm Ben Simmons, I'm
look for a new point guard. All right, then look for a new point guard.
Go ahead. Get me out of here, please.
Yeah.
And then you got Joel Embiid, who is saying all this BS too. And Joel Embiid's supposed to be brother's best friend. Supposed to be Ben Simmons' best guy.
The thing is with Joel Embiid, I understand he big shot, blah blah, he playing well, but he can't
go
a whole year without getting hurt.
Let's not also act like Joel Embiid doesn't get shown up by Giannis Antetokounmpo every year. Come on, Giannis Antetokounmpo makes him look like a boy. So let's come on, Joel Embiid.
Pick it up.
Need to grow some respect, especially for your team, dog. He's supposed to be the best player. He's supposed to be the face of the 76ers organization. That's why they couldn't keep Jimmy Butler. That's why they couldn't win.
That's why
it's because of situations like that. But still on Ben Simmons. Moving to the next topic with Ben Simmons. Hold on, he practiced with his phone in the pocket. He practiced with the phone in the pocket.
He ain't ready, bro.
What do you think that says?
Bro. He ain't trying to be there.
What do you think that says?
He ain't trying to be there, bro. He ain't trying to be there.
He's not trying to be there.
He looking on phone. He looking on Instagram. He looking at what he about to go get to eat out there.
It's bad. This is bad. He played with a phone in the pocket and then getting into multiple arguments with Doc Rivers. That's not good, and that's a big sign.
And that's going to take away from them actually being able to get better and work.
Exactly. So the East is so you know what's crazy is now they strike Ben Simmons, right? Now Ben Simmons is striking the entire team because now they're not going to be able to gel as a team and grow and get better and win games because their point guard is not even with the team. You know what I mean? And it's bad. It's hard to see, especially.
Yeah, it's tough.
And it's very, very unfortunate for Ben Simmons because I know he wants out and he deserves to be with a better organization that actually respects having a point guard.
Trying to play him, man.
Exactly.
Trying to work with him. But,
exactly.
And that's tough because they're going to try to get value for him, but y'all done hurt the value trying to get it for him.
They killed the value for him. It's terrible. Enough of Ben Simmons, man. Enough of Ben Simmons. We got more topics that's going down. And next topic being, Alon, you know what? Deondre Ayton actually wants more money. He wants more money than what he'll be receiving. I'm going to go ahead and let you go on about this because I know what you may have to say about Deondre Ayton and what I have to say. But Deondre Ayton he's looking for more money. How do you feel about that?
No. All right, so I'll say this. I'll say he deserves more money. But he don't deserve a max contract.
Yeah.
You're not even the best player. Not the best player on the team. I don't even think you're the second best player on the team. You might be the third.
Maybe. But I think it's one of the role players could be third best player on the team.
You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying and what I'm thinking is that Ayton, he didn't prove. Yes, he played good. He played good. He did his thing right. But he didn't prove nothing in the finals, bro.
Giannis put up
50 consistently on him. You telling me I'm supposed to give you a max contract, you letting somebody put 50 up on you, and we had a chance to win. Now, if we would have won the finals, yes, I would have gave it to him. Because he would have had to roll and stop Giannis. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't even stop Giannis. And I know that's a big task, but you can't stop. He getting 50? You know what I'm saying? All he does is rim run.
Exactly.
Rim run. He doesn't do nothing valuable to, like, I'm not comparing him to Jokic. I'm not comparing him to Embiid. I don't even think he's not better than Cat. Like, I don't think he's better than none of them 3 centers. How am I going to give you a max contract? You know what I'm saying? I put him on the same lines as a Clint Capella.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, speaking of going to with Clint Capella, and now I do want to say that Deondre Ayton, I feel as though Deondre Ayton was a very vital piece to the Suns' success.
Yeah.
And the Suns winning being with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, as he averaged 16 points, 12 rebounds in the 2021 playoffs.
He's playing good.
But going back to that Clint Capella thing, he doesn't do much besides, getting rebounds. And I'm finishing the ball when it gets dropped to me and throwing a lob. Like, you know what I mean? He's not playing that strong defensive game like a Rudy Gobert plays. He's not making tremendous passes like Jokic will make. He doesn't have that playmaking ability. You know what I mean? So there's no way that I'm looking at DeAndre Ayton and I'm going max contract. But yes, I do see DeAndre Ayton here. More money. I think you deserve it. I think you played well throughout the whole season. I think you did play really well in the playoffs.
Max?
But the thing is, in order for that max, you have to show max abilities in your play, which he did not show. He did not show the max ability in his defensive play, as obviously with Giannis putting up, he put up 50 in the final game to win and send you guys home.
You're telling me that's
four straight.
That's what you
four straight.
You allow on the 50 ball? No,
that's bad.
That's
what
I'm
telling
telling
max ability in the defense.
In the meeting, I'm telling if I'm the GM, 50. 50.
Have him
get out my room.
Have him walk in the room. Yeah, 50 on the table. They don't know exactly what that means. You know what I mean? He didn't show max abilities in defense. He didn't show max abilities in his playmaking ability. Obviously, which is never there. And his max ability offense was not there. I strongly believe DeAndre Ayton could have been a player that could have been putting up 20 points with Chris Paul and D-Book and could have been winning more games.
Yeah.
But he was not doing that. He's still kind of in that shell. He's not broken out of it yet.
Yeah, I think he still got two more years. He need to have a good year this year. Then it matters on how they do. Then I'll possibly think about a max. But for me, to be honest, I need 2 good years out of this.
The thing is, Alon, I feel as though,
give him the max.
Yes, 2 good years, but the thing is, this was the year to get the max. You know what I mean? They had the W. He had the max in the bag.
If he just would have won.
If he just would have won, if he just would have played a little bit better against Giannis. But the thing is, though, if you do look at it, it's hard. It's hard to look at it because he could bring up the argument, he didn't have much help going against Giannis. He didn't have a much.
I get that.
Much help being that he was the only big guy. The only one when he was out the game. Who was? But the thing is, you talk about Giannis scoring 50. All that 50 wasn't on Ayton. Think about when Ayton was on the bench. Who was in the game? Kaminsky.
Yeah, but that's true.
Kaminsky.
That's true.
Craig in there.
But as a solid big,
Jay Crowder in there.
As a max contract big, I need more production, bro.
Yeah.
I need more production. I just need more production. I need more dominance. That's what I need. Dominance. Dominance. As a big man, I should feel like, okay, he's dominating the game. Not once did I feel like DeAndre Ayton was dominating the game.
He's always the sidekick.
Yes.
He's never in the front runner of the squad.
Contract, that's hush.
Yeah. So
more money, yes. Max contract.
Anything on a DeAndre Ayton, I'm gonna go. DeAndre does not deserve max contract, but I do think he deserves a little pay. Alon, how you feeling?
I think no
max.
He deserves some money. No max though.
No max deserves a little more money. But hey, he's got to play much better to deserve that max. He's got to play the max capabilities.
Exactly.
Moving to the next topic and being the last topic of this episode, which is the best topic. So if you have stayed until this point, you are very loyal. Make sure you drop a like and go and subscribe while you're at it. It only takes 2 seconds. But LA versus the Warriors, Nets versus the Bucks. Opening night. Let's not even talk about the Lakers and Warriors game first. Let's talk about the Nets and Bucks, and let's talk about that boy Giannis Antetokounmpo coming out looking like one of the best players to do it.
Best player in the league.
Giannis coming out. Look, what did Giannis put up exactly? 32 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. Coming off of winning the championship, letting Kevin Durant know.
What's up?
You got to stay in your place. You couldn't beat me last year. You're not going to beat me again. Let's talk about
dirty.
Doing them dirty. Shooting the ball consistently.
This is off the championship dub, bro. Championship dub, seeing the ring, he over there tearing up.
God.
He comes out.
And you know what that is?
He's still dominating.
You know what that is, Lon? That is that Mamba mentality.
Ooh!
That not a lot of NBA players have.
The Mamba mentality.
Not a lot of NBA players have it. Giannis Antetokounmpo is one that does have it. I'm going to say it right here, right now. Coming off a championship ring, like you just said, to play at this ability that he's playing at right now, he's letting Kevin Durant know. People thought Kevin Durant's the best player in the NBA line.
That's
best player in the NBA. He's letting Kevin Durant know that, boy, you're not even in comparison with me, Playboy. I'm shutting you down. I'm blocking your shot on the defensive end. Yeah. I'm dunking on you on the offensive end. I'm getting my teammates involved.
I'm beating you with Grayson Allen.
Exactly.
Shoot the ball. Come on. Come on, KD. What is going on? James Harden, what is going on?
You know what that says, Lon? Kyrie.
Please.
Kyrie, we need you.
Help me, bro.
We need you now.
I'm not worried about the Nets. Trust me. I'm more worried about Giannis and the Bucks, bro.
Yeah.
Because Giannis was looking scary out there.
He's shooting the ball.
He's shooting the ball.
He's shooting the ball.
Double teaming, triple teaming. Now he's kicking out. Them boys is shooting warm-up jump shots.
That's scary.
Warm-up jump shots. All them boys got to do is catch, shoot. They don't got to do nothing else.
Yeah. It's bad. It's really bad because last year, if you thought it was bad last year, just wait till you get a hold of this year.
Because last year he was looking a little flustered, in my opinion. I thought Chris Middleton kind of carried him a little bit when it came down to the stretch.
Chris Middleton did play big role.
Looking at him now, bro, he looks calm, collective, looks good, feels comfortable. Mm-hmm. It's over with.
It looks scary. And you know what I want to say now is that
I can't imagine him with another piece.
Oh, let's not even talk about that because that'd be embarrassing.
It'll be over with.
Embarrassing to other teams. He'd be going back to back. But looking at Giannis and people thought it was really bad last year how his impact was with the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. And you got to think about it this year. He's still driving. He's finishing more. He's finishing like it was nothing. He's shooting free throws. Look. His free throw doesn't take 10 seconds anymore, Lon. It's 5 seconds. 5-second consistent free throw. Being all net. Don't foul the man. Oh, hold on. Wait. You got to foul the man to stop him. Which you can't stop. Now let's talk about this.
Knocking down the free throws, it's over.
Let's talk about this as well. Shooting the ball. You thought that he could only drive and kick out the open shooting teammates. No. Now he can drive, kick out the shooters, as well as people can drive and kick out the Giannis now. Oh my God! What does the NBA come to?
He's finna be stupid because
who would have thought he could shoot the ball?
Now he's getting that confidence too.
Oh, that swagger.
Yeah, that swagger. That's what he's getting. That swagger.
Has that swagger.
He done got that ring under his belt, bro. He's feeling good.
It's looking bad, Lon.
I'm calling it MVP. MVP.
And you know what I want to say? And now, of course, Chris Middleton's gonna show up for him. Mm-hmm. Chris Middleton's gonna score that rock. Drew Holiday's gonna be that dog on that defensive end.
Yeah,
it's gonna be there.
It's gonna be there.
Now, what I want to go to is now. Let's talk about these Nets, right? And yes, I believe they need Kyrie Irving.
Oh, for sure.
I think they need Kyrie Irving.
They can't do nothing without Kyrie Irving. And the thing is because they can't. KD, James Harden, they can't survive on the defensive end, and they're missing a 25-point score. That's how they beat teams by outscoring them. They can't outscore them without their third player. Exactly. So it's gonna be, bro. They need.
And the thing is, they don't have a. And we talked about the Nets pickups with Paul Millsap and LaMarcus Aldridge. Oh, they look like they need to hang him up. With how Giannis was working
take the shoes off, bro.
They look too old compared to how Giannis was just running through the squad.
It's easy, bro. If Giannis playing like that all year, bro, it is gonna be tough.
It's bad. They need Kyrie Irving. They need Kyrie Irving scoring.
Yeah, because that's how they gonna do it, bro.
They may not get him though.
KD don't play both sides, bro.
He doesn't.
KD don't play both sides, and that's why Giannis is a better player than him. Because he don't play both sides. See, Giannis impacts it on both ends. See, KD can come down and score on you, but can he stop you?
Exactly.
That's the difference. Giannis can come down and score on you now. And stop.
That is the thing about the Nets big three. Is the Nets big three can score.
But they can't stop.
They can't defend. And even last year, looking at last season, they were scoring. But their defense was one of the worst in the league.
It's gonna be
tough. It's gonna be really bad now that you don't have that big score. That's scary. That's what's scary. And then if you want to talk about Giannis and KD comparison, because you already know the viewers are gonna kill you on that one a lot. You know they don't want to hear that.
Man, listen, Giannis is better than KD.
But the thing is, Giannis plays defense. Giannis rebounds. Giannis also scores and gets his teammates involved.
He does everything.
KD scores.
He's just a scorer, bro. Just a scorer. And that's the different part is because he scores the ball, and yes, that's effective. But you have other people that can score the rock. Other people can score the rock around there. You know what I'm saying? Other people can score the rock in the NBA. It's the NBA. Exactly. Yes, KD does it more efficiently and he does it better than everybody else. But man, you know basketball's a two-sided game. You gotta play on both sides. and they don't have nobody on the other side to be able to lock down. Now, if they had somebody to lock down somebody, like they had Kawhi or somebody that was just straight focused on defense, okay, that's different. But this man Giannis does it on both ends. Exactly. He's the best defensive player on his team. He's the best offensive player on the team. Like, come on, man.
He's the best at getting teammates involved.
Come on,
best on-court coach.
Come on, man. You can't beat it. You can't beat it.
But you know what I want to go to with the Nets, though, is James Harden, right? James Harden came over to the Nets expecting to pretty much win. That's gonna be very hard, James Harden. Now that you're complaining about not getting those calls that you used to be getting, that's no longer a thing.
He ain't gonna get them no more, and I'm gonna tell you this why. It's because all that movement and stuff they're getting out of that. They're getting away from that.
They're not calling that anymore. They're not calling that anymore.
So he's gonna have a trouble time. It's gonna be hard for him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gonna dominate.
He's not getting those calls. He's not getting to the line as much as he wants.
Exactly. And the thing with Harden is he does a lot of movements for one bucket. He does a lot of movements for one bucket. Giannis does a couple dribbles for one bucket.
Exactly.
This man Harden does 4-5 dribbles. He gotta do a step back. He gotta do between the legs cross. Then he gotta go to the lane, either float it, lob it, finish, finesse lay. Giannis don't gotta do all that.
Nope.
So it's gonna be a lot easier to score, a lot easier to get teammates involved.
Exactly. It's hard for Harden.
I like the Nets, but they need Kyrie.
I like the Nets too, Alon. But you know what else about the Nets I have to say? Is Steve Nash kind of taking a back seat?
Oh no,
he doesn't even look like the coach. He doesn't look like the coach. It looks like they can really do honestly whatever they want, however they wish.
That's not good.
It doesn't look good for the team as a whole. It really doesn't. And it's very scary because you got Kevin Durant and James Harden who look like they're really running their own show, running their own ISO scoring show. That's not going to help them in the long run.
And that's not going to work because yes, they can ISO score, but they're trying to do it like they were doing it last year when they had 3 scores.
Exactly. That was scoring system.
Exactly. It's different when you have 3 scores because it's hard to help off of 3 people or hard to help off of just 2 people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm on one side of the court and I have Harden next to me, then I have Kyrie on the back end, you can't help off them. So getting to the cup is a lot easier. And scoring is a lot easier because it's one-on-one. But now if it's just KD and Harden, you got 3 other people that can help.
Exactly.
3 other people that can help.
Exactly. It's very hard for the Nets.
I don't know, man.
I think, and you know what I was going to say? I think Bucks head coach out-coaching Steve Nash any day of the week.
Yeah. But the thing is, I like the Bucks, but I think there's some other hitters in the East that they're going to have to worry about more than the Nets.
Yeah, that's very true.
If Kyrie don't come back.
That's very true.
More hitters that they're going to have to worry about.
That's very true. Now, going away from Nets and Bucks,
Woo,
Giannis showed out, of course. But let's get into the final topic, or the same topic, but final little conversation we have for this episode. Probably the best conversation we'll have for this episode. You know what, Alon? You know what I want to mention? Lakers versus Warriors. Going into this game, everyone thought the Lakers would come out and destroy the Warriors.
Man, come on, man. You know LeBron, every time this happens, LeBron always ends up losing the first game. He always ends up losing the first game. He always does. And it'd be on national television. Always lose the first game.
Yeah. But
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. LeBron James does lose first game, but you know what I do want to talk about? I want to talk about how old LeBron's getting and how well LeBron's performing.
That is true.
That's what I want to talk about.
I'll give you that.
I want to talk about this as well. AD does not look like he is just going to settle for jump shots this year. It did not look like that at all.
But Golden State ain't have a big in there.
They didn't have a big. The thing is, they didn't have a big, and AD still wasn't even scoring. Only moves that bigs can really go, or that he only does on bigs. He was shooting those post fadeaway. He's fading away from the basket. He's hitting the mid-range pull-up. He's hitting the one dribble pull-up. Yeah. He's knocking it down. The thing that AD does have to work on is 3-point shooting. It's not there. Not consistent. But let's talk about LeBron and AD. Bron, 34. And with year 18? Year 19? Year 19, Bron, 34. He's coming down he's literally coming down the lane, dunking the rock with ease. Punching it. Yeah, he's coming down.
He's looking good.
He's hitting 3-point jump shots.
I know.
You want to talk about Giannis hitting 3-point jump shots? Let's talk about LeBron. And the reason why they weren't so great last year is because LeBron couldn't shoot the ball. His team couldn't shoot the ball. LeBron's hitting jump shots.
That's fair.
34, 11, and 5. 5 assists, 11 boards, 34 points. That is a freaking fantastic performance.
That was nice. That was good.
You know what else, though? Anthony Davis also put up 34. Or 33, I mean. I'm sorry. My apologies. 33 and 11.
They still lost.
That is scary.
They still lost.
That is scary. That is
still lost.
The thing is, they did end up taking that L. But what I'm getting at is LeBron is getting old. Everyone's kind of pushing towards the fact that LeBron will not be able to continually go.
Oh, he's still going to be able to do that.
But he's putting up 34, and I feel as though this is a statement game for LeBron to let viewers know.
Oh, yeah. We already called
that he is going to be ready to play.
He's going to be an MVP
But
race.
you know what I want to say, though, Lon? You know what I do want to say? And this plays a partial reason why I feel like LA lost. Was because AD looked gassed out there.
He couldn't play the whole game.
AD did not look like he can run up and down the court the entire game. You had many different slow down replays of where you saw maybe people, and even people at the free throw line. You see AD in there looking like he's dog tired. It looked very scary. In order for the Lakers to win, consistently win, he's going to have to be up to par when it comes to conditions. Now he did a lot of this, but did he do a lot of this?
Yeah, he needs to
no,
that's
what he needs to get on. That's what he needs to get on. But the thing is, I do like how LA looks. But the Warriors. The Warriors, that's a scary sight if you got LeBron James in their squad losing with how they played.
Listen.
And you got the Warriors winning with not even everyone firing on all cylinders.
I'm calling it now. The Warriors,
that's scary,
is a 3rd or 4th seed in the West this year.
That's scary. That's scary.
Ridiculous. That's scary, dog.
It's scary.
Curry didn't even play well last night.
And you know what, Lon? He didn't even play well. He had a triple-double.
Triple-double. Didn't even play well. Goodness gracious. Poole was out there hooping last night.
Oh my God! You want to talk about Jordan Poole? What? Jordan Poole really showed up because I think it was
out there last
going into
night.
halftime. He had 8 points. Ended with 20, 4 threes. He had 4 3 balls.
Cooking, bro. Oh, I'm telling you this now. Jordan Poole is the most improved player.
He stepped up.
And what's going to happen is Clay's going to come back. He's going to beat Clay. But Jordan Poole is going to be that guy.
That guy
that's going to be sleeping on. That guy.
Then
they didn't have Kuminga, who I like as the rookie.
They still didn't have Kuminga.
And they have Wiseman.
They didn't even have Wiseman.
Big Wiseman down there. Man, Golden State going to be a fool this year.
Oh, Golden State looks great.
And they got Iggy back. They're going to be a fool this year.
Iggy looked pretty solid too. But you know what, though? Iggy didn't look like a single match for LeBron, though.
No,
I do want to say.
But my thing is LeBron and them got to outscore them Golden State boys.
They do. And you know what will look good for the Warriors too, though, is you had Curry. Let me pull it up. I'm pretty sure I got this down here. Curry had 21, 10, and 10. Right? He still had 20 points.
Double.
He still had 20 points off of shooting terribly. Let's talk about how he shot. And this is jump shots. This is no layups. 23% from the field.
23.
Shooting terrible.
When are we ever gonna see Curry shoot 23% from the field again?
And listen, that's very scary. Going a triple-double, shooting 23% from the field. But the thing is, you know who else looked pretty good in their squad? Andrew Wiggins didn't look bad.
I'm telling you,
Wiggins didn't look bad.
I'm telling you,
Poole didn't look bad.
People are sleeping on Wiggins because Wiggins is a solid 3rd or 4th option.
But
that is a solid 3rd or 4th option.
Their squad is very dangerous, Lon. You know what else though? Is you got Curry. Curry draws so much attention from the defense. And looking at the Lakers, sometimes you had when it was getting the crunch out of the 4th quarter, you had Avery Bradley and Kent Bazemore both at times following Curry. And guess who they left? Guess who they left? They left the foreign player.
Yeah.
And he was popping for 3 balls.
Cash.
But you know what's crazy is he was hitting the shots around the basket early.
Yeah.
Nobody thought he could shoot the ball. Curry took away 2 or 3 players whenever he cut through so much attention goes to Curry. He popped the foreign player catch the ball. I'm sorry for getting his name.
Yeah, number 8.
Number 8. He popped. And he's hitting the jump shot.
But my thing is last year.
That's scary.
Last year Curry didn't have that.
Exactly.
And he was the scoring champ last year.
Yeah.
And he ain't have that.
Him and Draymond set him up.
Now he's gonna have all them pieces with him, bro. And he got some young pieces, he got some athletic pieces, and he got some shooters, bro. Golden State is my sleeper team in the West, man, and they're gonna be stupid this year because I know Curry gonna come through.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Clay, but I know that Jordan Poole's gonna be solid this year. Just the way he was playing in preseason, I knew it. Just the way he's playing in preseason. I know Wiseman has done got better as being a big. You can count on Draymond. Mm-hmm. And then Wiggins and Iggy, I think, bro, they solid. The
thing I want to say with Draymond though is, we know what looked a little shaky last night about Draymond is he, of course, last year he didn't do too much scoring or anything like that. Not really his role. He's getting the Curry scoring champ. The thing is, he might have worried too much about getting his playmaking ability up. Last night he was missing a lot of layups, a lot of chippies, which looked very scary for Draymond. And it looked like he may be relying too much on his offensive scores because now that he realizes he may get Clay back, He has Steph, Clay. You have pool hooping. You have Wiggins that can also put up a production.
He gonna end up making them layups, bro.
He gonna end up better hope so.
Yes, he will.
Because he's gonna have to be a threat for the Warriors to be a successful team.
He will.
He has to be a threat.
But you always know Draymond might flop a little, but he's not gonna flop too much to the point to where it ends up hurting the squad that deeply though.
Yeah, that's very true. But and going back to LA, and LA losing this opening night game when everyone thought they were going to win, you had Melo.
I called the Warriors.
Melo coming off the bench. You had Avery Bradley off the bench. But let's look at this though. Starting point guard Russell Westbrook, 8 points.
Okay.
4 for 13 from the field, 4 turnovers.
Okay. So all I like to say
that not say nothing?
Before we get into bashing Russell Westbrook, first game with the Lakers.
It is.
He gotta get more involved with Bron. He has to understand it. And he gotta get used to the system, bro. That he played bad, but this is first game, bro. I'm giving him at least 10 games, man. He's gonna get right. He's gonna get right. He's gonna be solid.
What I'm saying though is all the posts that LeBron and Westbrook were doing over the summer of Westbrook shooting the ball. I didn't see that. He didn't hit a single 3-pointer.
Just wait on it.
He did hit a mid-range shot. I think he hit one mid-range shot.
Just wait on it. He's gonna be solid, bro. I promise he's gonna be solid.
He's the reason why LA took that L. One, they looked a little fatigued as a squad.
Yeah.
But they're starting.
They're not meshed though. They're not meshed.
They're not.
I think
That's going to take them some time.
A little while.
And it took their squad a little time last year as well to kind of get into that feel. But the thing is, in order to win and be a successful team for LA, Bron and AD played very well. AD has to stay healthy for one. He's going to have to be healthy. Westbrook is going to have to shoot. Now I understand Westbrook. He puts up shots.
He's gonna get that.
How
many shots did he take?
13.
He only took 13.
Yes, he did take 13.
Mind you, he's used to taking
21.
Exactly. So that already shows you that he's taking less shots. He's kind of deferring. Now all he has to do is make those shots, bro. He's gonna start making them shots. I promise you, he's gonna start making them shots.
Because 4 for 13, he also has to.
They're gonna start gelling.
He needs to limit the turnovers, turning the ball over.
Man, I ain't gonna bash Westbrook yet because I got full belief in him that he's gonna come through. Westbrook, I'm talking to you right now. He's gonna come through. You're gonna do your thing, and we're gonna be good. LA's gonna be fine.
I hope LA will be fine. I hope Westbrook finds it in him to step up, which I think can happen over time because I think Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan didn't play to their full capability either. But I think that all comes with kind of getting back into the system.
It's gonna come back.
But the thing is, if you want to look at their team, having former players when they won a championship, having Avery Bradley and Rajon Rondo, they look pretty well. Yeah, Avery Bradley didn't play too much minutes because he was just picked up. Yeah. But the thing is, he came in the game, he got a couple defensive stops. He had 2 threes back to back.
Big threes.
But the thing is, he missed that 1 3.
Yeah, but
yeah. But the thing is, he looked good. Their defense is not too bad, but like you said, it's gonna be very hard for them against teams that can shoot the ball at a very high.
That's the problem. That's the problem because they have players that are defensive players, but they're older. They got an older team. Yep. So all that movement around, screening, moving, they let a lot of open 3-pointers up. Mm-hmm. But that's also because of the Curry effect. That's also because of the Curry effect, though.
And I imagine when they have the Curry and Clay effect.
The Warriors might be in the championship.
That's scary, bro. It's scary. They still got Steve Kerr.
And the thing is, you can see they still gel, bro. Like even with the additions of the different people, having those main pieces still gel. See, LA doesn't have that yet.
They know what's up. Like they know what atmosphere they're in. They
know their role too.
Exactly.
And Melo, that's the biggest thing. Melo, Westbrook, all of them gonna have to understand their role if they're gonna end up being successful. So that's the biggest thing with LA. If they can get that, they'll be fine. They'll be the best team in the West. But they have to first get that, and I didn't expect them to win tonight.
They do have to get that, but they also have to remain healthy. Yeah. As they're missing Nunn or Dunn. They're missing Nunn, and then they're missing Trevor Ariza as well. Yeah. So I feel those can be 2 impactful players.
They will be.
So they have to stay healthy, stay consistent, and fire on all cylinders on both sides.
I agree with that.
But the thing is, like you said, the Warriors are one to look out for. Because they look great. They beat the LA team with LeBron and AD both scoring for 60, 67 combined. They both had 67 and 22 combined.
Beat them convincingly.
And they won.
It wasn't like it was a close game.
Without main players. Very scary.
But that's because LA's not gelled yet, though.
Yeah,
LA's not gelled yet. So
we'll see when they gel. But the thing is, I still have a lot of hope in LA. I thought they played really well to be their first game out with all these I believe I heard it on the commentators. They only kept 3 or 4 players.
Yeah,
and
that's hard.
THT didn't play either.
Yeah, that's hard.
They kept like 3 or 4 players from their last year's squad. 2, 3.
See, that's why I'm not too worried yet. I'm not too worried yet because I knew that was gonna happen. I knew they were gonna lose to Curry and them because Curry and them, they're jailed. They already have that motion. They know the system. LeBron, he got to get them boys on the same page. But to see LeBron playing like that, that's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you really need.
And you know with LeBron playing like that, his teammates will fall along.
Oh yeah.
You know that.
Oh, yeah.
AD playing like that too.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
But that's all we got for you guys today.
Yes, sir.
We do appreciate you guys watching. This is one of our probably longer episodes here.
Of course.
But one of our best ones.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay live with EP's Top 5 Alon. I appreciate you every time, my boy, coming through, grinding it out with me. But hey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share to your friends, send it out, do whatever you would like to do. Get this video out there. We'll see you guys on the next one. Got some more content.
Peace.